SC93 /n SC93 MRKO change. Okay, this is the program. Okay, and utilities settings. Data browser. I'll go back again. I'll go back again. So this is the transaction code MRKO, which is in the package MR, which is for settling of consignments and pipeline liabilities. It is controlled by this program. Double click this program, continue. Okay, now you can see there are enhancements. We will also see the enhancements later on. Tables which are included in this program are, this is how you can see in one transaction how many tables are being used. And there are also include programs. Okay, now include programs again are for this consignment T code, and multiple programs have been included over here. Again, the types begin of type message. Now this is a structure. Okay, this is a structure it is defining. No worries if you don't understand it right now. We will be discussing data types in detail. And again, it's a structure, it is beginning and ending. Every structure is starting with a begin and data type. This is basically a container or a bucket that we are defining. Okay, for example, we are trying to make a Toyota Corolla. Okay, so we will add features. This feature will be like this feature will be like this, and this feature will be like this. So we take out features that we want, not every feature from a table. Okay, so this is basically a field which will be like this field. And if you see, there is reference of this field which is coming in from this table. Okay, so this means that this is a field from this table. Sorry, this is the table and this is the field. Okay, this is the field from coming from this table. So we want to copy the field of this table into this one. So it will be like that. So we're making mirror copies. Okay, so and then we define data. These were data types. This was the bucket. Okay, the prototype, and then we have the data variables. S variant will be like this variant, and S variable USR will be like this variant. And this is how you actually define variables. Okay, some are constants. Okay, these are data types like constants, which will be, for example, C save is type character value A. A rapid will be system rapid, which is value this one. This is the program. C top of the list. And again, so these are constant data types, the values of which will stay constant over a period of time. And then we have a data type, which is type block, type block. So selection screen begin of block with frame title text, select options. Now select options basically are basically the start of your screen. Okay, then selection screen, skip parameters. We have parameter fields as well. So let's go and check MRKO. What is MRKO? MRKO is this. Okay, now this is selection screen. This is another selection screen. This is another selection screen. Okay, so basically ABAP code happens between selection screens. So ABAP syntax, it consists of individual ABAP statements. Each statement begins with a keyword and ends with a period. First ABAP word is known as keyword. For example, like we just saw SE93, MRKO, change, continue, double click. So ABAP words must be separated by at least one space. There can be more than one statement in a program. Line statement may extend over several program lines. ABAP code is not case sensitive. ABAP programs are always divided into two parts, global declaration and procedural part. Okay. So in global declaration, where we declare structures that I show you, the containers, the buckets. Okay. And then we have constants, we have data types. Declarative statements can be used to make definition declarations that are visible and valid throughout ABAP program. As I said, the structure. Okay. And the declarative part is followed by procedure in which actual processing logic of the ABAP program is defined. To maintain clarity, it is advisable to make program structure transparent by using comment lines. Okay. Parameters are actually written like this. Like parameters input size 16 type C, right? The input was input. We'll write this. Parameter input 16 type C, right? The input was input. Okay. In principle, ABAP program statement work only with data of the same program. External data such as user input or screens, like selection screens or data from database must always be transported to data local to the program in order to be processed with ABAP. That means the include programs. Okay. The physical units with which ABAP statements work at runtime are called internal program data objects. The content of data object occupy memory space in the program. ABAP statement access these contents by addressing the name of the data object. Each ABAP data object has a set of technical attributes which are fully defined at all times when an ABAP program is running. Technical attributes, which I told you, like field, like table dash field. Okay, that is okay over here. Tables that we are going to use. Okay, these are the include programs, and these are the types. Then we have data types. Okay, then we have constants, then we have ranges. So these are comments. Okay, so let's go and write that small program. Okay, parameters. Um, ZT59 underscore parameters. Create ZT59 parameters 05 Jan executable program, save local object. Now this is a package which will have all the include programs, the structure and everything, data types, and other programs in one package so that your ABAP program can run. Okay, so parameters, input 16 type C, right? The input was check, activate, direct processing, input was net, execute, the input was net. Okay. So what if I change 32? Activate, direct processing. The field has expanded. When you increase the size, it expands the size of the field as well. Okay. So one thing. So you see how I deactivated this? This is deactivated using um, control plus this sign. Okay. Or I can when I have to insert a comment in this line, okay, then I will add these inverted commas is the command to deactivate. Okay, clear? Okay. The technical attributes of data object are data type, field length, and number of decimal places. The data type determines how the content of a data object are interpreted. Okay. Now, that being said, let's write a program. Let's write program. Okay, data f name type ty user, m name type ty user. Okay. Now what is ty user? Ty user types ty user size 20 type C, which is character. Middle name type ty user, material number type C, material description type C, phone number type N, amount quantity, no length type string. We don't want this. Okay. Amount 23, 25, quantity 10, unit, amount divided by quantity. Phone number 1, 2, 3, 4, and was net. So instead of this, what we'll do, phone number, name, and what else? Unit, phone number. Check why it is this red. Possible cause include incorrect spellings or comma errors. Comma errors. Okay. What is a comma error here? Okay. Amount. TY user. Okay, we have decimals here. Type P, which okay, amount is fine. Type P, which is decimal. Basically, what is this? P. Just skip my mind. This is numerical, and this is package. Yes, package is decimal. Basically, it is numerical, but with it allows decimals as well. So amount will be having two decimal places, and that's it. Check. Check. No syntax error, but this is still red. Activate. Direct processing was net. Okay, because the size is small of type TY user F name. Okay. 20, 10, 10, 20, 10, M underscore name. Activate. Edit. Activate. Save. Direct processing. Oh, it is not showing it. I don't know why. Because was net 10 F name 20 10 plus 20 30. Maybe because activate. Activate. Okay, wasn't it 2.33? This is also showing, but it's not showing middle name because we have not given anything in middle name. Okay, so we can add that over here. So the technical attributes data object are data type, field length, and number of decimal places. Okay, and elementary data types. Now there are data types like type C, character, numerical, date, time, package, floating point. Floating point is also like packed decimal, but floating point has more space for numbers for decimal places. Integer, hexadecimal string, hexadecimal string. Now, hexadecimal are basically used for integrations, API integrations. Okay, data types. Data types are there are five predefined non-numeric data types: character, numerical, date, time, and hexadecimal. Three numeric types are integer, floating point, and packed number. Field length for date, integer, time is fixed. Date and what is F? What? F. Floating point. Yeah, floating point. Floating point, integer, and time is fixed. The field length determines the number of bytes the data object occupies in memory. In types, character, numerical, hexadecimal package, the length is not part of the type definition. Length should not be defined for the inter. You define it when you declare a data object in your program. Okay. Data type is pretty useful for exact calculations in business context. When you define an object with type P, you also specify a number of decimal places. Okay. That we have already defined. If you see decimals 2, type P decimals 2. Okay. So And you've also seen that we defined quantity like amount. So amount was 5. So this is also one way you define one variable and other variables can copy the features. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay. So this determines all the technical attributes of a new data type. So that's how you actually write a program, and we'll be writing more programs. Okay. And I've actually shown you how a program is basically defined. So you can actually, where is it? Okay. Okay. So this is how, just copy this, keep practicing. This was end of our session today, and we'll come back for more.